Hello, I'm Angela March and welcome back to my channel. So we are reading one of my books, Someone You Loved. I also write under the name A Story, which is my modern day take on love and relationships. Is it a romance? No. Does it have romance elements? Absolutely, but it's genuinely a love story. What it takes to be in love, being in love is not easy. It feels good, but it's not easy, right? So, anyway, let's get started. This week we're on chapter 9 and 10. Let's get into it. 9. I didn't look up when Maggie knocks on my door, then enters. Sam, I called you an hour ago. You're going to be late for your reservations at Nova. I tear my eyes away from the contracts I've been working on for the last 5 days and 7 hours. Oh, I look at my watch. Damn, this week flew by, I mumble, closing the document. Happy Friday. I'll pack your work to take home. I stand. Thank you. Maggie smiles and shakes her head. Get ready. You deserve a night out. I do, I said, walking into my bathroom to freshen up and change. I heard Maggie's audible gasp when I walked out of the bathroom. Holy wow! I couldn't help but hide my smile. I couldn't hide my smile. I'm not the best reader or louder, but thank you for being here. I couldn't hide my smile. Too much? I'm too old to wear this, right? Do I look like a pathetic, desperate mom? Her impressed expression was all I needed to know. I don't think so. Not at all. She motions for me to spin around. You look amazing. I knew you worked out, but damn, your arms and legs are tight. I crinkle my forehead. I look butch. No. I crinkle my forehead. I look butch. No. You look better than most people my age. That's what I wanted to hear. Maggie is 28. Thank you. You made my night. And you will make more than a few heads turn tonight. I nod and think to myself, there's only one head I want to turn tonight, and that's Nico's. Maggie handed me my bag for the weekend and then I made my way to the elevators. My breath caught when I saw my boss heading my way. Please open, please open, please open, please open, I said under my breath to the dark wooden elevator doors. Samantha? Shit. I turn. Hi, Ted. He is staring at me from the floor up over his glasses before his eyes settle on my face. Going out? Yeah, dinner at Nova. His forehead wrinkles. Nova? The elevator dings. Relief floods me as the doors slide open. It's a hot new restaurant. Oh, I've never heard of it. Me either until my daughter, I said, pressing a smile. Have a nice weekend. What a relief. Let's see, let me read that over. Me either until my daughter, I said, pressing a smile. Have a nice weekend. With relief, I step onto the elevator and get a little creeped out to find he's still staring when I turn around. His head tilts with the closing doors. I yank my too short for the office shorts, feeling tacky and embarrassed at the same time. Why did I even change at the office? After all, they have only seen me in high-end designer suits, even when I come in on the weekends. 20 minutes later, and I'm 10 minutes late. I pull up to the valet. I weave my way through the crowd and find Rennie and Amir with his friends at the bar. I grab the back of Rennie's arm. Hey, sorry I'm late. She turns and her mouth drops. as she takes in my outfit with a squeal of approval. Sam! Did you give our name? Did you mean to be so freaking sexy? I laugh. A bit much, huh? No. You look amazing. I feel a tap on my shoulder. Miss Braxton, your table is ready. We all follow her through the restaurant to the half-moon-shaped booth. The server brings us water and takes our drinks order and takes our drink order, leaving the menus. My eyes are scanning the room for any glimpse of Nico. Rennie leans in close. Have you spotted him? I shake my head as my excitement drops. I shake my head no as my excitement drops. Throughout dinner, I tried to stay engaged in the conversation. I laughed when the table did, nodded when they did, and nodded when needed. Rennie leans over and whispers, I know you're disappointed. I shrug. I'm going to leave. I have work to do. Rennie looks over at me, Rennie looks at me, then motions for our server to come over. There's a guy that works here, blonde, shaved head, tattoos, plays in a band. Is he here tonight? Nico? Yeah, his band. Nico? Yes, that would be him. His band had a gig tonight at Whiskey A Go-Go. I perk up. I didn't see that on their social media pages. Thank you. We'll take the check. Rennie turns to me and smiles. You ready to leave? My stomach knots as the butterflies kick in. About an hour later, we walk into the club and to hear the sounds of Nico's velvety voice. What time did they go on? I asked the door guy. About an hour ago. I nod and keep it moving. Rennie grabbed my wrist. His voice is amazing. I nod in agreement. The place was packed wall to wall. Amir and his friend Khalil take our drink order and leave us. Goosebumps light up my arms and legs. I am mesmerized by Nico on stage. He is gorgeous, Rennie said close to my ear. We listen to a song before they get back with our drinks. Amir taps me on my arm. Lucas from A&R is here with a few friends. Shock waves run through me. He must have listened to the CD I sent with Maggie. I sense a pride that I found in a possible new band gives me a jolt of excitement. I gave him their CD. Impressed was the look I received in return from Amir. Good ear. These guys are awesome. Nice percentage if they get signed, he states, impressed. I nod and turn my focus back to Nico. They did a few more songs before they exited the stage. I was both disappointed and relieved he didn't sing Until You. I'm not sure how I would explain that to Lucas, Amir, or Rennie. But then again, it would have gotten a message across to Khalil that I wasn't interested. Excuse me. His sappy and overpraising comments all night have been a total turn off. The lights turn on and then thankfully dim. I catch Lucas and his friends heading towards backstage. As much as I wanted to hang around and talk to Nico, I know I should leave before I'm caught and have to explain myself. I take Rennie's wrist. I'm gonna go. What? Why? Isn't this what you want? You haven't even talked to him. If my coworkers weren't here, I would. I don't want to explain myself to anyone. Explain yourself? You gave them the CD. You're a fan, head contract attorney, talent scout, not a groupie. Knowing she was right, but the entire situation is making me nervous. I didn't want to seem like an old woman trying to recapture her long-lost youth. Confusion washes over her features as she grabs my wrist and hauls me off towards the bathrooms. We walk in and get stopped by a line of females waiting to either look in the mirror or use the bathroom. She turns to me, and I notice a few of the girls from the show last week. Not here. I cut my eyes over to the familiar faces. She follows my gaze. She understands before she grabs my wrist again and makes a beeline for the front door. We make it outside and she pulls me around the building. What's your deal? Rennie, those are my colleagues. I can't be all googly-eyed and have them notice. She tilts her head, closing her eyes, trying to understand what I'm saying. What? I have a reputation to protect. It took me a long time to get where I am, and I can't have these guys thinking I'm some sort of harlot. Harlot? Really? Harlot? I exhale. You know what I'm saying. She gives me a hard look. You are single. You are sexy as hell. She looks me up and down, especially tonight. I'll go with you're the one that's making this weird. I shake my head. I can't, not with them here. She throws her hands in the air. Unbelievable, Samantha. We stare off. We have a stare off. Fine. She hugs me. Be safe driving home. Be safe driving home with that depressed vagina. She smarts and walks out and walks back inside. I stand there feeling frustrated at my decision, forcing myself to walk home and walk to my car and go home. I was stunned when I pulled up to my gate and see Mia's car parked at the top of my driveway. Oh shit. She turns her headlights on when the gates open and follows me through. I didn't even turn off my car before she was in hysterics about not having a gate key or a house key. I take in my child's red, blotchy face and swollen eyes. What's wrong? Jay and I had a huge fight. I'm sorry. She falls into my arms. It's over. I roll my eyes at her dramatics. I'm sure you'll work it out. And she releases me and wipes her eyes and looks at me. What the hell are you wearing? Her brow furrows in confusion at my outfit of choice. Were you at a costume party as a hooker? This is Balmain. I wipe my hand across my gold match shorts. The shorts are Balmain, the boots are Prada, and this shirt is Gucci. She looks at me. Can you wear any more designers? There has to be some kind of rule about more than two. She snips. You can be nice or go home. Guilt sweeps through me as always when it concerns Mia. I place my arm around her shuddering shoulders. Come on, I'll make you a snack. Do you have Malbec? I nod, of course. And a grilled cheese? Yes, and a grilled cheese. 10. Hi, Lucas Denning, Starlight Entertainment Music Division. Thanks for your Hi, I'm Lucas Denning, Starlight Entertainment Music Division. Thanks for your impromptu show. Love your music. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming out, man. I make the introductions with the rest of the band. So, how did you hear about us? I asked Lucas. Sam Braxton left a CD for us to listen to. Sam Braxton? I was stunned. Long, dark hair, hazel eyes. He nodded. Yeah, never looked at her that way, but my heart hammers in my throat. Is she here? Was. Gage, tell him about us. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I hustle out of the dressing room, looking for her everywhere. I spy her friend that was with her the night I laid eyes on her for the first time in Vegas. Hey, you're a friend of Sam's, right? I am. Is she here? Was, just missed her. My heart drops. Why did she leave? Prior commitment. I search her face for what the meaning is. Like a date? She smiles. I'm not sure. She didn't give me the details. I exhale my disappointment. Okay. I love your music and so does Samantha. I nod. Thanks. Glad you enjoyed it. I wish she would have stuck around. I feel a hand on my shoulder. Nico, come on. We finally have someone here that is interested in our band. Max pulls on my shoulder. She holds out her hand. Remy, I'm sure I'll see you around. I take her hand. Nico Lane. Can I get her number? She shakes her head. Nope, not mine to give. I have a feeling you'll be seeing her around. I look at her and nod. Max and I walk backstage into the dressing room. I wasn't listening to what Lucas was saying. I was feeling an intense amount of jealousy for someone I knew nothing about. Was she married? Was she single? What was her prior commitment? Who is Sam Braxton? Flew out of my mouth. Everyone stopped talking. Lucas turned to me. She is head of legal at the label. She's an attorney. Yeah, she does the contracts and everything on the legal side of things. I nod. Cool. Beauty brains. The full fucking package. Lucas, his friends, and the band went out for a late dinner at a local diner. I avoided Layla and went to the studio to lay down a new track. When I heard the studio door close, I looked up to see an extremely high Gage and Max. Dude, Gage said, walking over to me at the piano. They like us. They fucking love us. We owe that Sam Bronson. I cut my eyes to him before cutting him off. Braxton. Sam Braxton. Samantha Braxton. Not Bronson. What the fuck ever, dude? They want to sign us. Not that I didn't think this day would come, but I'm still shocked. No shit. Gage grabs me and pulls me to my feet by my shirt. They want us to join Wicked Days summer tour in 2 weeks. 20 fucking shows. It's happening, Max yells as his fists shake in the air. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. These voices are funny. They are high and elated, and I'm thinking about Samantha. Max starts in on the details, and Gage disappears to get what I assume is a fix. I take a minute and think to myself, will I survive this? This tour will be the biggest test of my sobriety. Do I have what it takes? Can I trust myself? Gage reappears and is bouncing off the walls. I need to get out of here. Hey, I'm heading out. They both look at me. Dude, aren't you happy? Max asked as Gage stares glass-eyed. Yeah, of course. This is what we've all been wanting for the last year. I just need some fresh air to process it all. I've been in here for 3 hours. I need some air. They both nod as I make my exit. After a night and morning of tossing and turning, the loud banging on my door pissed me off. I swung open the door to Layla, who jumped on me. We did it, babe! We did it! We did it! She screams in my ear. She takes a step back and grabs 2 cups of coffee and a bag from my stoop. I brought coffee and bagels, she said, beaming. She closes the door and walks to the kitchen. I can't believe it. I screamed into the phone when Harper called me this morning. I've been up since... I can't believe it. I screamed into the phone when Harper called me this morning. I've been up since 5. I just can't believe it. It's finally happening. I stood there and watched her. She's so gorgeous without all the makeup. I can see her freckles. Her flaming red hair is a loose braid down her back. Loose cutoffs and a tank top that shows off her tattoos. This is the girl I fell in love with. Sweet, innocent and not hungover, and bitchy coming down from a party. As fucked up as I am mentally right now, I choose to have her under me. I need a release. I walk over and wrap my hands around her waist and place her on the counter. She looks up at me. She looks up at me, her soft brown eyes, big and innocent. Nico? Her voice is trembling. I take her mouth. I'm a selfish asshole to my core. After it was over, she wrapped herself around me, falling asleep as her tears of what I assume as joy ran down her cheeks and onto my arm. That was chapters 9 and 10. I'm going to try. Thank you for being here, right? I appreciate it. You know, this book is, it's such a good story. I like to write good stories. I don't like to be, the reason why I bounce around writing 2 different genres is I don't want to be pigeonholed into writing the same trope every time I write a book. Anyway, and I haven't read this book in a hot minute, and I just love the story, and I'm gonna try to do more than once a week videos since I'm only doing 2 chapters, because the last time I read 3 chapters, it was 43 minutes, and nobody has time for that. So anyway, maybe you want to get the book and read along, or read ahead, or read the whole story. Anyway, Someone You Love by A. Story, Angela Story, A. Story. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great weekend.